It's time for What's Up This Week. Hello everyone and welcome to What's Up This Week, your weekly dose of facts and trivia from University Branch Library. With this first segment, we're going to center on the very legendary lawyer, Mahatma Gandhi. The date, though, that I'd like to highlight is March 10th, 1922. That is the day when Gandhi was arrested by British officials on sedition charges in Bombay, India. Thereafter, he was sentenced to 6 years in prison for his involvement in the protests against the British colonial government in India. But here is a little biographical background on this distinguished fellow. He started life as Mohandas Gandhi on October 2nd, 1869 in Porbandar, India. His parents were part of a merchant caste of Hindus. He was known to be a serious boy. When he was 13 years old, he married Kasturba, also 13, as part of an arrangement by their parents. Later in his life, Gandhi studied law in London, England. After an unsuccessful return to his native country, Gandhi landed in South Africa, which was controlled by the British. Quickly, he saw the pressing need to fight for Indian rights in the country. The matter compelled him to stay there for decades. Gandhi also edited a newspaper called Indian Opinion while in South Africa. He returned to India in early 1915 with his wife Kasturba. Then in 1919, the Rowlatt Acts were introduced by the British government. These acts made it unlawful to organize opposition to the government. The acts also permitted certain political cases to be tried without juries and allowed detention of suspects without trial. Gandhi strongly opposed these acts and organized a campaign against them. When things went terribly awry, though, Gandhi fasted to encourage nonviolence. Still, the Amritsar massacre happened in April 1919, in which hundreds of Indians lost their lives. Subsequently, Gandhi developed a nonviolent resistance even more. Events eventually led to his arrest and imprisonment from 1922 to 1924. In the years after, the reverence for Mahatma Gandhi by Indians and by many throughout the world only grew in number. Okay, Daniel, what do you have for the people this week?
Thanks, James. This week we're celebrating the life of one of the pioneers of African American ballet dancing. The first black ballerina to perform at the Metropolitan Opera, Janet Collins, was born on March 7, 1917. She moved with her family to Los Angeles, California around the age of 4. Her father was a tailor and her mother was a seamstress. To pay for Janet's dance lessons, her mother made costumes for recitals. Janet's family believed in her abilities and rooted for her to succeed. When she couldn't enroll in a ballet school because of discrimination, Janet sought private lessons. As a teenager, Janet auditioned for the Ballet Russe de Monte Carlo. Her talent was evident, but she was told that she could only join the Ballet Russe on the condition that she paint her skin white in order to blend in with the other dancers on stage. She said no, walked away from the company, cried, and kept on dancing. Because of her talent and perseverance, she landed in classes with many amazing teachers, including Carmelita Marachi, who blended ballet with Spanish dance and held integrated ballet classes. Janet also studied modern dance with Lester Horton and Katherine Dunham, who developed a unique combination of ballet, Caribbean dance, and African dance. When the ballet master of the Metropolitan Opera House saw Janet perform, he was blown away and arranged for her to be hired. Janet is best known for becoming the first African American prima ballerina with the Metropolitan Opera House in 1951, but she was a versatile, award-winning performer who also excelled at modern and ethnic dance. She had many talents. She was a painter, choreographer, and teacher, and was devoted to helping others. Janet's presence in the dance world has often been described as a dazzling, captivating light, a light that blazed the trail for aspiring dancers everywhere. Janet died in 2003 at the age of 86. That's it for me. What do you have for us this week, Megan?
Hi there. This week's weird thing is that March 10th is International Bagpipe Day. Bagpipes are a woodwind instrument that uses enclosed reeds fed from a constant reservoir of air in the form of a bag. Most people associate bagpipes with Scotland, but they're played all over the world. Let's learn a little more about this weird instrument, shall we? Bagpipes did not originate in Scotland as many people believe, though their precise origins are not exactly known. There are a few different theories, but a sculpture of bagpipes found on a Hittite slab in Anatolia dating back to 1000 BCE suggests that they may have originated there. Different forms of the instrument evolved in various parts of the world. Bagpipes have been played in Scotland since around the year 1400. Clans and then later on military troops would play the bagpipes into battle, all the way into World War I. The tradition ended then because of the high casualty rate. It was briefly revived in World War II, before again ceasing because of the casualty rate of the pipers. The materials used to make bagpipes has evolved throughout history. The original bagpipes were made out of locally available materials. The bags would be made out of animal skins like goats, dogs, sheep, cows, while the other parts of the instrument were made out of trees from the region. Now, bagpipes are mostly made out of synthetic materials. The easiest thing you can do to celebrate International Bagpipe Day is to listen to some music that features the instrument. We've got 35 different albums of bagpipe music, including some rock albums, available to you for free via Hoopla. You can access Hoopla from an internet browser or from their handy app. You just need a Fort Bend County Library card that's in good standing. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week with more trivia from University Branch Library.